live.
And we're live, yeah. So, how are y'all doing? What is it? See, I've already
Halloween.
It is Halloween, but it is Sunday. Sorry, we weren't able to make it yesterday, so we kind of moved Shit Show Saturday to Sunday.
But because it's Sunday, we're not going to say shit.
Oh,
Sorry.
can't say shit. Okay, yep, sorry. All right, so today, what are we going to do? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm still trying to work out lighting, and it's a mess, and yeah, but then it's really crazy. But hey, I'll still work on it.
It's fine.
Yep. What? Go ahead.
So today we're just going to do random questions, and we'll pop them up on the screen. And as Aubrey and I answer the questions, you guys, if you're out there, can think about them and comment with your own answers, if you would.
Yep, that
Feel
is
so
true.
inclined.
Yep, that should be really awesome, actually.
So,
and yeah, sorry, I'm still trying to learn ECAM, and I just need to stop saying sorry, right?
yes, you do. You say it way too much. You really do.
One of those things I'm working on.
I'm sorry, but you do.
Yep, or maybe I'm Canadian, like Keely, my friend. Anyways.
What is it? What else is it the Canadians always say that we make fun of?
Out in the boat.
Well, no, there's something else. There's another.
Well, they like poutine.
What the heck is poutine?
Yep, exactly. See, we're going off the rails. But, so here we go. So, you want to do this first?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Oh,
yeah. Go ahead.
So,
go ahead.
here we go.
You go first.
Oh.
First question, Aubrey, it's for you.
Oh, gosh.
Ooh, got small.
And golly. Yep. Sorry, y'all. Just doing it as
So,
we
the
go.
question, what do you value?
Yep. You were not helping me because I forgot to
Study?
well, yeah, but I mean, I forgot to, what do you call it?
I'll bring up Facebook.
Correct, yeah, so we can actually see it, because...
So you can, since you can multitask, go ahead as you're pulling up Facebook. What do you value? Do you value, like, being prepared?
Really?
something
Just trying to do all the things,
I'm just trying to search for your values. I'm
gosh.
trying to help you here. Give you some ideas.
Yeah.
So,
Give
is
me
that
some ideas.
one thing you value?
Well, actually, I do value getting things, what do you call it, right? And,
Like what? What do you mean? Give an example.
you want to go ahead. Why don't you go ahead?
Because you started, we're doing alphabetically A.
Oh, yeah.
P.
You're AP. Oh, and that's supposed to help me. Okay, we're on mute over there, but we're on. So, and we got one comment. Let me see.
Hi, guys. Hi, Crystal.
So, and I can't see. Why can't?
Right
Oh,
you did it again.
yeah.
There, now I'll click
Oh, oh, hey guys. Hey there, Crystal. So sorry I can't move it over to here yet. If you're on YouTube, I can put up your comment, but I'm still trying to work out the kinks in the, what do you call them?
Whole process.
We can say the whole process, but the way it interacts with each other, the software that is. Okay,
Oh, I've got a question for you.
Oh, now you want to change it.
No, what do you value?
Okay. Well, so we're going to start out with questions. We'll answer them, and please feel free to comment on and tell us your answer in there. So, all right. So, what do you value? So, how do I say this is kind of a big deal.
Yeah,
big
these
question.
are not easy questions. I didn't do like what's today.
Really, no fluff, huh?
No fluff.
No.
What? For the big guns. Big
I
guns.
don't need
I gotta
big
move
guns.
my
I've
chair.
been thinking and doing all this stuff this morning. I'm like, I need chill, like puff questions.
Okay.
No, but that is good. I will do it. Or I mean, not as good. I will do it.
Well, you can say, what do you value? You could say like a Happy Meal. That's kind of puffy, and that's a value for your dollar. It's a Happy Meal.
True, but I don't like McDonald's.
Yeah, I don't either. I won't eat McDonald's.
All right. So what do I value? Well, we'll start by, since I mean I have been thinking about it, still working through it, and
Yeah, you have delayed this question.
I'm like,
you repeated it.
Sorry.
It's
So
just a delay tactic.
basically, many things that I've written on my whiteboard, which is green. But anyways, I just want to make sure that I do good, put good in the world. Like, the world already has enough crap.
The world is crap.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know what? For my personal thing, I almost died. Oh, see, I censored myself. But I'm very happy I met you. It's because of the accident, though, that
we
I
met.
met you. Yeah,
Right.
so I would say, first of all, yeah, that's the one of the big things I value is, gosh,
Life.
that is, yeah. Well, life, the opportunity, could get all philosophical, but the opportunity to have life and to do good.
Okay.
So, what about you?
I value integrity. Say
Yeah.
what you mean what you say.
Man. See, and that's the thing. Oh, hey, Nor. See,
Hey, Nor, how are you? Happy Halloween.
Yep. Oh, there. See, I'm bad at this. But
pull it up.
oh,
Can you make it white?
oh, yep. Hold on. Yep. Gosh,
Background.
I tell you, it's something. What? Oh, yep. See, she's helping me because I don't know. Where's Ish?
Oh, that's just background.
Oh goodness. So background will go this. How is that? And then
It's still gonna be on the background. You won't be able to see it.
well,
There,
see,
Halloween orange.
that's yep. See, there we go. I was doing Halloween and I didn't even know. Turn into
Yeah.
light. Why is it dark?
Nor we live in the dark, really and truly.
Ish.
That's another thing I value.
What?
Light.
Light. Yes.
Light, not lice. Light.
Gosh, yes. Let's
you going?
clarify. I'm gonna turn up the light, or
Yeah.
can-
I don't
Okay.
know how. I mean, I'll try, but
okay. No, it's fine.
oh, you don't want people seeing your pants.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna.
You're gonna-
Ow,
Yeah, you're.
I'm gonna get caught. Okay, so.
Another thing I value, and I think it's something you value too, is always being prepared. Right, for the moment.
Oh.
No
goodness.
surprises. I value just knowing things are going to fall into place and just move smoothly. No,
Yeah.
I value integrity, kindness, in everybody.
It's Halloween atmosphere. That's right,
I'm really
Nor.
dark now.
All right, is that kind
Yes.
of better-ish now? I tried, so I'm trying to
you
get
did
more
fine.
light. What?
I think you did fine.
Okay, thanks. And just let you know, Nor, sorry, I'm trying. I was trying to put another light up here, and the attachment thing was like, oh gosh,
It didn't
not
work.
so great. But, yep. So,
We can certainly be planning to do these videos on certain days of the week,
yeah,
and then we can take those other days.
yeah.
I value you.
Oh gosh, I was about to say, oh, here we go. So, yes, and side note ish, that's the thing. Paula plans all these out days in advance, week even. And I'm like,
Well, they always called me. Well, I won't say what they called me. They called me a lot of things.
wow. But here's the thing. I think it's awesome. I always prayed for somebody who would be clean and organized, but I mean, whoa. Really?
You can think of it like this: you're my wingman, woman, as
Really?
in you just wing everything,
Oh,
right?
well, there is that.
Right?
I'm definitely your unexpected.
And I, on the other hand, have my hands on the flight control sticks,
That is true.
guiding everything,
Yep.
fighting the turbulence
Yes, that is true.
from my wingman.
Oh,
But it
finding
brings excitement, which I value.
You're a wingman. Actually, it's funny because we talked about this, and as a Virgo, you're very much like do do do,
Yes.
and as Aquarius, I'm like, and
But don't forget, I'm a double Virgo.
oh yes, that
However
is
that
right.
works. Like I was born under Virgo, then like my rising something.
Yeah,
is
see,
Virgo.
we're not like super into it, but
Yeah.
some people told
We know just enough to be to
be
make up
dangerous
shit stuff.
Yes, there is that. So
And yours is what, Uranus? I love that.
she loves that.
You know what I told Lucy once when she was like 4? I said, tonight, when the the sun goes down and it's dark outside, we can go outside, and you've got to get just in the right position. But if you do, you'll be able to see Uranus.
Gosh, you're bad.
It's a planet. I was educating her.
Correct, but I'm not. I'm pretty sure you're not talking about planet.
She didn't
Yep.
know that.
Okay, and so now we're going to go to the next question. How is that?
Yeah.
So let's check it out. And boom. Oops. What are the traits? What traits are important to you in a friend?
Well, and that can actually follow with what is it you value. Because a lot of my values would be something, I want to see in a friend. Somebody that I can be myself.
Yeah.
And not have to worry about. I mean, I wouldn't purposely offend somebody, but I can. If you ask me a question, I'm going to answer it.
Correct. Yeah.
And I won't sugarcoat it, but I'll put like artificial sweetener on it, maybe just to make to make it a little bit kinder. If it's something that I think is going to be a harsh answer, but no, just being able to be who you are and feel completely comfortable. And in saying that, last Saturday we had been invited to go. What happened?
Yeah. No, it's.
You looked at like had panic in your eyes. You scared me.
I tried to. Well, see, it's like which way do I go, and I need to go this way so you can see on there.
Well, somebody was coming in on us.
Gosh, sorry,
but we had something planned for. Oh, that old dog. We had something planned for Saturday.
Correct.
And I am not a spontaneous person. I can't do anything spur of the moment. I have to plan in advance. So we had this planned in advance, and then the time came, and
yeah, not having it. So that's why I'm here, because I spur of the moment. I'm just a total spur of the moment.
Should we let him out or just? Oh, he's on the. Oh. Excuse me, our dog's stuck on the steps.
Gosh, yeah. He's how old now?
17.
So
in a sense of humor.
What?
In a friend.
Oh, yeah. Well, there we go.
Right.
So
I'll go rescue the dog. You keep talking.
Okay. Yeah, so sorry she has to go rescue our Chihuahua. He's like 17 years old and left by somebody. Anyways. I'm like, dude, just go. Go over the Rainbow Bridge. Yes, I'm being a total jerk. Sorry. I do love animals. Okay, what trait are important to you and friends? For me, it's, just tag on Apollo. Like, I'm definitely the same thing. But the first thing I think about is authenticity, which, is very true. But, you are who you say you are.
Oh, yeah. Amen. Yeah.
So, yep. And
I agree with that.
How do you say it? Well, I guess maybe I should say it. Not just authenticity. I want to be able to talk with you. I want to see who you are for it.
Yeah, just be real.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yep. That's the main thing. All right. Ready for next?
Ready.
I got it.
What is something you enjoy doing that you aren't particularly good at?
You cut out, but
I cut out. I'm right here on it, though, right?
Yes, you are. It's fine. Okay, what is something you enjoy doing that you aren't particularly good at? Walking.
You're good enough at that. You're actually good at that. It's the ground that's not good at that.
Oh, it's not good at what?
Being flat all the time.
Oh. Well, there's that.
It's not you, it's the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, good. So it's not my problem.
Exactly.
It's
ground. It's the ground.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes it is the selection of shoes that you choose to wear.
Flip-flops
are not good on a hiking trip.
Okay, I want to say I did not plan on going hiking anywhere.
And you know what that was? That was spontaneous on my part. I was reaching.
Oh, really?
Trying to grow.
See, she's trying to get better, and then she's giving me crap about wearing flip-flops. I'm like, well, Anne, I'm disabled. I can't walk well, actually. But
so you choose flip-flops?
I'm from Florida. That's all I used to wear through high school. always flip flops, except for when I played softball, then cleats.
I
But
wore penny loafers, but I don't anymore. I growed up.
oh gosh, trying to tell me grown up. Okay. You do you. I'm gonna have my rainbow flip flops.
Keep
What
them. I
I
like
do.
them. So walking, is that
Okay.
really your answer then? Is that your only answer?
Well, I mean, I could say guitar. I love music even. Am I particularly good at it? No. I used to be ish. So I'm
Music?
getting better. Yeah.
That's a good answer. Because that's kind of my answer. Mine is singing.
Oh yeah.
I always had this. I like to sing. I can't sing. I
Yeah.
don't care.
You,
I can't sing. So I used to always think if I could get a job in a sleazy bar, and I can just picture myself sitting on a piano singing.
yeah.
And it's got to be a sleazy bar because you want the patrons to be drunk.
Oh really?
Yeah, because
So-
then in that way, I don't sound as bad, nor do
Yeah.
I look as bad
Gosh.
drunk.
So yep, they're all drunk and
So I look good and I sound good.
wow. Well, hey, got something there. I'm like, man, now I'm having to readjust my life goals because I'm like, that doesn't sound too bad. Maybe
Singing-
you won't see me trip and fall on my face or ass.
So we should just hang out in sleazy bars? Is that what we're saying?
Well, we kind of got a problem with that right now. After things clean up, because
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want to, yeah. I don't,
pandemic.
right, yeah. Well, this was something, I mean, I've been thinking about this like since my 20s. I mean, this has always been in the back of my mind.
Oh, really? Okay, well.
I mean, did
give
you
it
not
few
even as
more
a
years.
child? Did y'all have records when you were kids, or was it already tapes or CDs?
We, I think, had some, but
Like,
yeah.
because for me, a big deal when I was a kid, we'd get our $1 a week allowance.
Yeah.
And it was always a tough decision I would have to make. Did I want to go to the movies?
Yeah.
Because I could get in for 60 cents.
Yeah.
And then for the remaining 40 cents, get popcorn and a Coke.
Wow.
Or that I want to take that $1 and buy a little 45 record.
Oh.
Because it had to be one
Big
or the other. I
choice.
didn't have enough money for both.
Yeah.
And I never saved.
I was about to say you
Still don't
didn't
save.
save.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
goodness.
yeah, but I remember as a kid, you know, like singing into a hairbrush to my 45s. We built a stage and some property behind our house. And I guess really we're kind of creating, without knowing it, music videos. Because we would
Yeah.
do, the Partridge Family was huge when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And we would sing or lip sync to the songs and act
Yeah.
out the songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds
Yeah,
pretty
so
good.
we were serious. I could picture me and my brother Tommy as like the next Richard and Karen Carpenter.
Really?
Who couldn't
Is
sing or
that
play the
reco-
piano very well.
Is that recorded somewhere? Because that would be good.
No, the only recording I have is of Tommy playing the one song that he really liked to play, and we heard it all the time, which was Joplin's "The Entertainer."
Oh, yeah.
All the time. I do have that of recording, but that's it.
Okay, well, hey, we'll
So-
just keep on making some, huh? We can see if we can dance and sing.
No, I sit on the piano when I sing. That's my vision.
Oh,
dancing,
yeah, so
sing.
that piano wouldn't be good enough?
I can sit on that piano. I don't know if it'll hold me, but I can sit on it.
Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah, so much fun. Okay, we ready?
Yep.
All right. Where am I? Oh, wait.
Go down to.
I not there. Okay.
There we go.
So, what privileges, oopsie, do you think you have?
I would really, really like for a white American male to answer that question.
Okay, you could kind of cutting out all throughout that. I know.
I'm not repeating myself.
Okay, well, I could repeat. We would like a certain person to answer this, but whatever.
So, do you think you have any privileges?
Yes. Well, how do you think or no? I know I do.
You think you were born with some privileges?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely. Which is a
So-
sad thing to say,
Yeah.
and it's a shame that it is that way, but it is.
Yeah, it is. And that's the other thing that I thought was kind of, funny-ish. But I'm like, so what really found out about this is when we're going to get college scholarship stuff, and I'm like, gosh, it's helps if you are great at something or sports or that time is minority, and we're like, so technically I'm Hispanic. Do I look it? Nope. But yeah, my dad's from Honduras, and I think it's funny because how do you say, my cousin actually got a scholarship based on him being Hispanic.
So that's a privilege you could use if needed.
Correct. So yeah, I guess it's not the same thing. Sorry, what about you?
Well, yeah, I think just particularly in the South and when I was born, embarrassed to say, but just being born white,
Yeah.
unfortunately, put you in a better position.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen it on Facebook. I've seen it years ago. It's a video that this PE teacher does, and he's got a group of like 30 or 40 kids.
Yeah.
And he said, he gets them all to line up, and he said, I'm going to ask you a question, and if you answer yes to this question, I want you to take one step forward.
Yeah.
So the first question is, do you know both of your parents, your mom and dad? And majority of the people step forward. And then the next question is, do you live with both of your parents? And then still the majority, but fewer people are being left back. I forgot one part of the story. Whoever ends up getting to the finish line first gets $100 once all these questions are answered. So then he asks, when you were growing up, did you have internet connection?
Yeah.
Did you ever go to bed hungry?
Yeah.
Did you ever go to school having to buy secondhand clothes? And the questions just kept on and on and on like that. And then one person ended up at the top.
Yeah.
And when the guy finished, he said, this person just won $100 by doing nothing on his own, just by being born in the situation that he was born in.
Yeah.
He accomplished none of the feats on his own, because everything pertained to what his parents or what society had granted to him based on who he was and what he looked like.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
And I think, a lot of us have those privileges that we don't even think about it. I know as women, you definitely see it in the workplace for men, that there's a privilege there.
I'm like, oh, we could even go back to when I was in San Francisco as a white lesbian coder, software engineer. I'm like, oh, hell no.
Or, I mean, look at laundry cleaners. You can take a woman's white button-down shirt, looks no different than a man's, other than smaller, but the laundry will charge more for because it's a woman's shirt.
Yeah.
Healthcare is not equal.
Right.
So, I mean, unfortunately, not everybody maybe has privileges that they're just born with. I mean, if you earn a privilege, hey, it's yours. Take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Run with it. But just to be born privileged is, you should be humbled by that, not elevate yourself egotistically because of it.
That's true.
Okay, that's all I have on that.
All right. So there we go. So now, what qualities do you associate with? What qualities do you associate with a good listener?
Not interrupting is one good quality.
See, I'm a little slow. I'm not stupid, but a little slow. So I did finally get that.
Sorry.
So,
Fancy.
do you want to expand on that?
Yeah, and a lot of the qualities, I mean, you can't readily see them, but, a lot of times when you're having a conversation with somebody, you realize, or maybe you don't sometimes, that you're not really listening to what they're saying because you're too busy thinking about what you're going to say.
Yeah, yeah.
What you're doing right now.
Yeah. Oh. I cannot win. Damn,
I'm kidding. No. So yeah, just to really listen with an open mind and to be able to, gosh, that's hard. Because what qualities do you associate with a good listening?
Yeah.
Not hearing, listening.
Yeah.
Asking questions if you don't understand
Yeah.
is important. Not being prejudiced toward what you're hearing because you don't know from what circumstance the person may be speaking.
Yeah. Yeah. That is true.
Who's Ron? Your turn.
Oh, my turn, man. Well, I'll just piggyback on that. So, oh, kind of ish. Sorry, I was going a different way. But okay, what qualities do associate with a good listener? Somebody, yeah, who listens, but somebody, how do you like engages as well, which can kind of be a funny thing because like, no, listen to me. But I want feedback. Like,
Yeah, well, if you're not engaged, if you're not able to engage, then obviously you're not listening either.
Well, yeah, that is true. See, that's another thing we should say. But no, that was something that drew me to you so much, and I'm so thankful. I'm like, I'm so lucky. Anyway, how? Well, I'm trying to make this sound decent without making me sound like an asshole. Oh well, I like to talk a lot, but not. Hey, you stop. I just
I'm
like
engaging.
to process things.
Right, and your processing is verbal.
Correct, and unfortunately slower. So I'm like,
Well, no, because my processing generally is internal, whereas yours is external.
Ish.
Well, yeah, because you do a lot of overthinking internally as well.
Yeah.
But you also sometimes regurgitate those thoughts.
Yeah.
Externally.
Well, yeah, I think that's well, I know it is the thing with me is I process it internally first and only after where I'm like, okay, maybe I will ask you about this.
So you practice your lines.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
So some of the things I have heard were like even worse before they came out. Not worse in that kind of way, but more, and I hate to even say more concerning.
Yeah.
But more concerning.
More troubling.
More troubling is another good word.
Mm.
But no, I think it's good that we can talk.
Yeah.
Because I've never had that before.
Yeah.
We're just sitting and I mean talk about meaningful stuff. Or
yeah.
Concerns or issues or whatever. So yeah. So okay, next question.
Well,
we're just ripping right through these.
Yeah. All right. So now I think it's this one.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you hope future generations understand about race?
Well, for that question, I have a question. To me, race is just a physical identifier. Like I'm Caucasian.
Yeah.
Your dad's Hispanic.
Correct.
Jackie and Cecilia are Asian.
Yeah.
So to me, race is just no different. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I listened to that comment as well.
Yeah. There you go.
So I don't know if it's so much about what I hope future generations understand about race is more so what do they understand about cultures.
Yeah.
Although some races, you can tie it to a certain culture, but I mean, not to just one culture.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So to me, I don't see where it matters what race somebody is. And that's what I hope future people understand. We're no different. It's just the amount of melatonin we may or may not have in our
melanin.
Oh yeah, you take melatonin to sleep. Right. Well, and that too, because are they awake?
Yep.
Or
oh,
not?
well, there you go.
So if they're asleep, then you can't hope.
So it is true. It's the color of skin. I'm very much the same way. I've met quite a few different people. I've been in the middle of the Darien jungle in Panama. I'm like talking some, natives. We're all the same.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that it's wrong for someone to say or nor do I disagree with someone to say that, like, I'm black and proud.
Yeah.
Now, here in the U.S., if they said I'm white and proud, yeah, I'd have a problem with that.
Yeah.
That's, to me, has a completely different racist meaning.
Yeah.
I started to say racial.
Yeah.
That's why I got racist. But racial meaning to it.
Yeah.
But still, it all comes down to it's your culture, because you can even here in the U.S. I mean, there is, yes, sort of an American culture, but we're such a mix of different countries. Thankfully,
Yeah.
I wish for a lot of people they would allow the mixture to be better,
Yeah.
because I think as Americans we would be better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think. I think just your race is. I mean, you have brown eyes or you have blue eyes. To me, it's
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah. Well, and I do believe that.
I just
is
hope
true.
future generations just learn to be acceptive of everybody.
Yeah. And that is true. That would.
And they're predicting, and I forgot what the time frame is. It's we'll be dead.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
that we'll eventually basically all be kind of one color because of all the
Oh, really?
intermixing, which would, yeah, and I've seen what they're predicting, and man, it is a gorgeous color.
Oh, really?
A lot better than white.
Yeah. Well, that's good. We have that to look forward
We
to.
won't be here.
Well, okay, we can dream about it. Okay. So now, oopsie. Have you tolerated?
What have you?
Oh, see, why don't you read it?
Okay, what have you tolerated from people in the past that you no longer have space or tolerance for?
Man.
There's a lot.
I'm like, okay, since you've read I'll answer first, but I'm like, oh my goodness. And this, I think, is extra special or what? I'm looking for a word, and I cannot think about it. It's extra. What is the word?
What are you trying
It's
to
like
say?
very now. It's very
Current?
Current. Well, that's one thing, but very.
Topical?
Yeah, well, we'll say current. It's very current for me. I'm like, because before, oh my goodness, like, okay, my accident, we're coming up on 6 years ago. So I went out to San Francisco, was like 7 years ago. It's kind of funny, a thing came up yesterday on Facebook that
Yeah.
I went on my flight to San Francisco yesterday. Crazy. Anyways, but I'm like, I was always trying to impress someone, do better, have them think I was better-ish. Oh, and here's Raven. Yep.
Black
And-
cat for Halloween.
Yep.
Good
So,
girl.
yeah, before I would really take. The great thing I do believe about my accident, I say good drugs, but I'm like, I don't take anything. Well, also I turned 40,
So you'll call
people-
bullshit. Is
Correct.
that what you're saying?
Correct. So, and that's my whole thing was before my accident, I felt like I was 10 years behind. So now I'm like 10 years ahead, of where I am, but yeah, kind of cool. Sorry, go ahead.
No, the only thing I was going to say is just, I've just become more outspoken. That in the past, people may say things that are offensive, whether it's offensive to me personally or to another group of individuals, and I would just, kind of laugh it off or just not say anything, which to me is passively agreeing with what they're saying.
Yeah.
Versus now, if they said something that I thought was offensive, I would call them out on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether it's racism, religious bigotry, which is huge here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'll gladly argue with anybody. I don't care who it is.
Yep.
A
Yep.
wall, doesn't matter. Most of them are walls.
Most from our walls.
Yeah, because they don't listen back.
Oh, yes, yes.
It's arguing with the wall, but still, I'm going to make my point.
Yeah, that is true. But
And
yeah,
not
make
tolerate.
it, let it go. Yeah, it is true. But yeah, that's why I'm like, dude, it is awesome to get older. Never thought
Right?
I would
It
say
is.
that, but I'm like,
It is.
oh, this is the best.
Well, you find, and the thing is, you don't have to get older to be this way. You just, well, I know, like at work, in a work environment, sometimes you have to be a little less. Because I had a boss that was extremely offensive in some of the remarks he would make, and I wouldn't say anything. And one day he said something, and he could tell by the person he was talking to that he was probably out of line.
Yeah.
So he looked to me for support.
Really.
And he said, "Was I wrong in saying that?" And I just thought, well, and now he's asked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I said, "Yeah,
Gosh. Yeah.
that was not a thing to have said."
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Gosh.
now, I would just call him out.
Well,
Working or not working,
yeah. Yeah. Well, that's good. And it's an important thing. And you're right. We don't have to wait to get older.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
But-
why surround yourself with toxic people?
Correct. Yeah.
Cut 'em out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
that.
Just, you don't need that.
Yep. Yep. Oh, and by the way, that's a tail in the way. Okay, let's see. What do we have now? So, do you believe in a power greater than humanity?
I do.
So,
And I
like
believe it's
God.
different. Yeah. For me, it's God.
Yeah.
And for other people, it can be whatever it is that they need it to be.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I don't think there's any one right belief in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to see everything, even here in our little town, just things that you see, I just can't imagine it. I believe in evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah. I firmly believe in evolution. But yeah, and I don't think there's like a higher power directing or controlling.
Yeah.
For me, I guess I needed to know that once I die, this isn't it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I have
Yeah.
that belief.
Yeah.
But it's strong enough that I want to be a good person,
Yeah.
and I try to be a good person.
Yeah.
So, yes, I do believe.
Yeah. Good. Well, good-ish if you want it. Like, I would also like to believe, I say would. Do-ish. It's definitely, how do you say, it's totally different than how I was raised. Because I was raised very conservative Southern Baptist. And, I'm not about that.
Yeah,
Oh, go
and
ahead.
well, I was going to say, and interrupting is not a good listener, but it feeds off of what you're saying. I think I know for me, and I feel certain for you too, and I think probably for a lot of other people, organized religion has done more damage,
Yeah.
or as much damage as the good that they think they have done in the world.
Yes. Yes.
I don't need to go to church to believe in a higher power.
Yeah.
I don't need to go to church to be saved.
Yeah.
I do what I think and what I know in my mind to be right.
Yeah.
And maybe that's not the way to be, or maybe there are a lot of people that would argue with that. But I know I'm not out to hurt anybody. That's
Correct. Yeah.
yeah. So
And really, unfortunately, I think not enough people ask themselves that.
if they believe in a higher power, or
No, not the higher power, but doing good to humanity.
Oh.
Like, they're just going to be religious. I'm
right,
like,
religious, and then I think for a lot of them, it's not just being religious; it's spreading their own brand of religion. And for so many of them, it's not just Baptist. You can take the Baptist organization, and it's just they're just little branches all over the place.
yeah,
And I think a lot of times they're just spreading lies.
yeah. Yeah, it's how interesting thing, and I could go on, and probably will one day, maybe write a book or something. But I'm like, yeah, like being in the hospital right after the accident, I'm like, oh boy, I had some questions. I'm like, really? God knows everything. You allowed that to happen. But I'll shut that down now and say, you know what? I choose happiness today. So
That's the way to go.
that's what we're going to go for, and I'd say we could probably wrap it up.
What time is it?
1:44.
Oh, okay.
Well,
We can wrap.
so
If you want to wrap.
all right, sounds good. Well, oh yeah, Nora said there's cat in front of you.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
there
our Halloween
was.
cat,
Oh yeah, I put that down.
Raven.
Yep,
But then she left.
yep. She was done with us. See, she was just over.
The topic got too deep.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah. Well, thank you all so much for taking.
We appreciate
some
you
time, seeing
guys.
us. And
Tuesday.
yes, I'm sorry, I cannot remember what I was gonna say. Oh, happy Halloween!
Yes.
So that'd be cool. And yeah, oops. Oh yeah, and Tuesday, be back here Tuesday. Or sorry,
we will.
we will be here Tuesday, and
Cannot tell people what to do.
Correct. Yeah. So 1 p.m. Eastern Standard, and I'm gonna work on light. I promise. Oh gosh. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Everybody have a good
And
day.
y'all have a
We
great
appreciate
one.
you.
Cheers.
Bye.